Hey everybody, this is Al Johnson, Mayor of St. Pete Beach. To give you a little weekly update, as we always do. Last week you heard about the details of our budget workshop from Commissioner Grouse. And I guess as a bottom line is that the preliminary budget, which we are now going to create, or the staff creates between now and the end of June, is going to be based on the same millage rate that we've had for the last 5 or 7 years. So that should not change. But the schedule for the budget process starts with that workshop last week and also goes on to taking the preliminary budget, giving it to the Finance and Budget Committee, usually the end of June, early July, or right after that it goes to the Commission, and we come up with a final budget that is then approved in 2 sessions in September. And it goes into effect October 1st. So that's sort of our schedule. So it's about a 6 or 8 month long process. What's nice about that is that we're in great shape financially. I spent 5 years on the Budget and Finance Committee board. And I want to say that when I started, we had about 13% in reserve, and now we're hovering around our target of 50%. And that reserve is good for us because if we get hit by a storm of any sort and we need to make repairs, that's the money we can use. In our past experience, any FEMA reimbursements we get take a couple of years to get, so we need to have that money there to be able to make immediate repairs and then document everything and wait for FEMA to give us the money back. The construction projects are ongoing, as you probably know. Gulf Boulevard's had a lane closed here just for the tail end of our sewer upgrade project, and that was for the lift stations we put on the west side of Gulf Boulevard. Those are pretty much done now. We were actually decommissioning the existing lines in place. We're not pulling them out, so we had to fill those full of material and then cap them off. And that should be all over now. The only problem we've got is that this week the DOT started their project for cleaning out all the storm drains on Gulf Boulevard, and they started with 36th Avenue, which is between the Zamora and the Don Cesar, and they're working their way all the way up to Johns Pass with this project. The lane closures shouldn't last long in any one position, but they'll be moving along hopefully fairly rapidly. I think it's about a month-long, 6-week-long duration, so we'll see how that goes. One thing about construction in general is that we need, what happens is we put together the best plans we can. We pre-qualify contractors, so we get only the people who really know what they're doing. But it's been my experience, having been in that industry for a long time when I was working, is you only know, what you can see right away. And what happens to us is we used to have a mantra, plan your work and work your plan, but sooner or later you got to put the pencil down and pick up the shovel. And that's exactly what happens. We get into these and there's some situations that we have to deal with that we did not know in advance, which delays the project and causes cost overruns. Every now and then we run into something that needs to be done we didn't know about, and it's a lot cheaper to do it while we're there than to come back later on and do a whole new project. So that's what happens to us. It isn't ineptness on the part of our contractors or lack of construction management on the staff part. So please keep that in mind when you see these things delayed. The thing about the budget too, that had to do some changes to schedule, particularly I think the end of this month at the community center, and we've already cut back on the library hours for 4 hours a week. And that's because we're short-staffed. Like most other people, everybody is short-staffed now. We are very competitive on what we offer employees. We're continually looking at that. And we're looking at total compensation, not only salary, but work environment, vacation days, medical benefits, all that kind of stuff. And we are very, very competitive. But everybody's searching for people. So it's a seller's market out there, if you know what I mean. So we keep that in mind, and just keep your eye open for any changes in schedule for our facilities being open, because we have to cut back on it. We're actively looking for people. If you want a job, just go ahead on to stpetebeach.org and go ahead and apply. You can go all online, and we're looking for good people, as we always will be. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you all for listening to these things. I know I want to say hello to some of our Snowbird residents that have gone back up north. They they say that they tell me that they watch these every week just to see what's going on. So that means we're getting through and getting the message out. We want people to know what we're doing. And I'm just thankful to the rest of the commission and city staff for cooperating with us on that. Anyway, that's it for this week. I will talk to you again fairly soon, but I'm sure you'll see somebody else's face next time around. Thank you so much and have a good day.